She's been bending down this business, which is on the sides, so it's double great yeah, it's not there's always dismantled that. That's what I learned.
Hello everyone. This week I thought I would show you a spread I did in my little bird sketchbook. This is the sketchbook I've been using to plan my illustrations for the 100 bird project. And I've just really been wanting to try and get back into using gouache paint. It's a paint I have a love-hate relationship with. I don't know how to feel about it really. I've used it for years and I don't know. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it, but I was really feeling like I wanted to give it another go and try and work really quickly. As you guys know, I've got quite a fidgety art style. I spend a while on things and I just want to try and loosen up a little bit in my sketchbooks. It's something I've been trying for the last couple of months. And, you know, I think I'm getting better at it, but I also think it just takes a lot of practice to work loose. So today I'm going to be working on some kingfisher sketches. This is for bird 12. I'm only up to illustration 10, but I always plan ahead a little bit, and now that I've got some more time to work on my own projects, I'm definitely trying to get a few of these birds planned out. I've had a few requests for a kingfisher, and I was also wanting to try my Neocolors over the top of the gouache to see what it was like. I'll do that later in the video, but I have the warm and cool sets, and I thought, oh, a kingfisher would be a great option for those because you've basically got a set of blues and a set of oranges. So I do use those a little bit later on. But as you can see, I'm just working quite quickly. I'm using a big broad brush, and I used, I think that's Naples yellow as an undercoat just to stain my my sketches so that I've got kind of a mid-ground to add highlights on top of and add darks on top of. I think using this brush helped me quite a lot. I usually use quite a little skinny brush, and I need to get out of that, especially for quick stuff in my sketchbook where it doesn't really matter. I'm just playing around or getting an idea down. I don't need to spend forever playing around with the details. It's more about the overall sketch. As you can see, this one got a little bit muddy, but I managed to fix that later on. That's one of the good things about gouache, is it's very flexible. You can let it dry and then come back and rework it, or scrape it off, or, you know, whatever you're feeling like. And stuff goes on top of it pretty well, which I like for mixed media work, and that's why I'm wanting to get back into gouache. I think it's a great base for mixed media. Okay, so I've just thrown on some gouache to colour the sketches in, and I've purposefully tried to keep it a little bit loose, as you can see. You can still see the brush strokes, and my goal is I'm going to let them dry, and then I think I'm just going to go straight over the top with other stuff like coloured pencil and Neocolor and see how I can make them look. I might fidget with them a little bit more. This guy, he's a bit overworked, so I think I'm just going to smooth him off. Like I say, I'm still deciding whether I like gouache or not. I don't know. I feel like I always do work that people really like with gouache, but I'm not entirely confident with using it yet. And it's better the simpler you keep it. Like, the more you work, the worse it looks. Like, if you can keep it quite simple and brushstrokey, it looks better. But yeah, I'm gonna let these dry, and I am gonna like touch up a little bit here and there. Like, this guy's pretty. Or maybe I will leave this one super loose and see how it looks when we work over the top with other stuff. But yeah, so far that's what we have, our little kingfishers. And then I can clean up the rest of the spread. So far, looking at them, I think this is going to be the one I use as the concept for the final illustration. He's just the most interesting, and I like it when their wings do this kind of shape. But yeah, I'll turn the camera back on when they're dry. Okay. I think I'm done. I went ahead and did a little bit more. I put some text on. I'm not very good at writing, so this is how I practice. But yeah, I don't know what to think. I like them. They are a little bit more doodly than I would normally go, but I kind of like it. Like I say, it doesn't really matter because it's just sketchbook, and I've been experimenting a bit with this one. This is a place for me to just play around, and the final piece won't look like this. It'll match the others. I think I'm going to use this one as my reference, this guy who's flying. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed working with this. So my strategy was use the gouache to kind of block things in very basically, and then work over the top with a little bit more gouache and the Neo pastels, which work really well because they go over it very easily. But then if it's a bit strong, they're water soluble, so you can just wet it with a brush and it'll blend into the gouache that's already down because it reactivates when you wet it. So I actually quite like working like this for quick things in my sketchbook. So if I bring them up, I would class this as very loose for me. You know, I normally sketch more like these are loose sketches for me. So this was quite fun. I really like this one actually. He's come out quite nice. Like I say, it's quite a good strategy because you get a lot out of it. Like a lot of colour and a lot of depth, but it's quick. You don't have to, like with watercolour, you would have to build up a lot of layers, where it's 1 or 2 layers. But yeah, I like them a lot. I've left a bit of space here because I usually do my colour swatches for my watercolour pencils, and I'll stick those in, so when I get around to doing Bird 12, I know what pencils I need to use. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I know this one is a little bit different, and I am very excited to get back to the bird project. It will happen soon, hopefully. I'm halfway through number 10. I scrapped the acrylic painting. I didn't destroy it, I'm going to finish it, but I've scrapped it for the project. I'm back to watercolour pencils, and I'll hopefully be able to show you that maybe next week, fingers crossed. Now that all my markets are done for the year, I can go back to focusing on more fun stuff. But this was great. This was a really fun exercise. I think if I ever do try to go into children's book illustration, this would be quite a fun way of working. But I do really like this one, and he's pretty good. These two, they're okay. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go date this now and catch you all in the next one. Thanks. Bye.